Shalom. I want to first give all credit to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI and the double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations to those teaching this truth and sincerity. I'm just back with another video. I'm just going through some articles. I came across this particular article from RT News. It says they're preparing people for microchip implants. Tennis legend Marat Safin shares conspiracy, coronavirus conspiracy theory, which is not a it's not a conspiracy. It's well known that this RFID chip, this is something that they're about to implement throughout the whole earth. This is going to be something that is going to be physically inserted into the body, because you have a lot of people that say, the mark of the beast is accepting the white man's philosophy, or whatever the case may be. What we're about to read in Revelation chapter 16 or Revelation 13 and 16. It says he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So again, if you look at the etymology of that word mark, it goes back to the word karagma, which goes back to the word karax, which is means something inserted in, like an incision. So this is something that they're physically gonna put in people. This is going to be something that is going to cause you, the technology that's going to be able to cause you to buy or to sell. So clearly it's something. It's something physical, a physical thing. It's not accepting the white man's philosophies, or whatever madness that they're putting out there. This is something that is physically going to be put inside the body. Going back to this article, Russian tennis legend Marat Safin has suggested the coronavirus pandemic could be a pretext for the mass implanting of microchips into humans, as the former world #1 gave an unexpected take on the crisis. I think they are preparing people for chip implants, Safin 40 said in an Instagram chat with Russian outlet. It says back in 2015, Bill Gates said we'll have a pandemic, that the next enemy is a virus, not a nuclear war. And technically, America, as well as other places on Earth, but America specifically, will be hit with nuclear fire. Just want to pull one precept. What is that? Revelations 9 and 13, 14. Revelations 9 and 16. It says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them, which that actually goes into 200 million missiles. America's going to be hit with a nuclear warhead. You got all these different countries, China, I believe it's China or North Korea, or one of those Moabite nations. They're constantly testing missiles in the ocean. All these different countries, they're preparing, getting all their missiles, they're stacking up on missiles. And Russia just came out about saw an article about Russia, how they're buying new upgraded tanks and things of that nature. All these countries are gearing up for war. So because World War III is evident. World War III is going to take place. So in the height of World War III, you're going to have nuclear missiles being shot off. America, primarily, specifically, is going to get hit with 200 million missiles. But that's another topic for another day. I want to stay on point. It says they did a simulation at Davos form of what it would be like. I don't think Bill Gates is a predictor. He just knew. I think with this virus, the situation isn't like what they're being told, but people believe it. All the horror stories on TV. again, this whole coronavirus thing, is nothing more than a common cold. Um, but again, this is the perfect pretext for them to implement their agenda. These American people are they're so used to living a comfortable way, a comfortable living a certain lifestyle. And once you take that away, the people are going to get desperate. Um, basically, basically, people want to go back. They want things to go back to normal, so they're gonna, once Esau starts introducing this chip, the people are gonna flock to it. Um, they're gonna flock to this by the masses. Because with that chip, they're gonna make it'll be more convenient. You're gonna have all your information on there. I mean, you don't have to, you don't have to worry about getting robbed or losing money or anything like that. Everything's gonna be in the chip, your social security, and all they have to do is scan your chip. So I always say this in my humble opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if Esau presents this in a way that's like the new trending topic or the new fab, so to say. So people are going to flock to this chip. It's only going to take those of faith to resist the chip, because again, as we read in Revelations, the 13th chapter, it's going to be able to cause you to buy and sell, and um, there's already talks of certain places that, um, like with this whole vaccine thing that they're trying to push. Um, they're talking about having papers for people who got vaccinated, and um, you know, for people who don't take the vaccine, they're not even going to be allowed to enter into certain establishments. So again, they're going to put it in a way, present it in a way. This thing is going to be more convenient. Okay, because again, the people want to they're used to living a certain lifestyle, and they want that that comfort. So you know um and this whole coronavirus thing is again, it's the perfect pretext. The guy said, I think with this virus, the situation isn't like what we're being told, but people believe it all. The horror stories on TV. So yeah, again, this coronavirus is it's nothing more than a common cold. But the fear that they've pushed behind it, that's 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 that it all goes back to Esau's and his craftiness. Because I always say, you got to give it up for Esau, man, because these devils, man, they do their job, and they do their job to a T. But little, do they know they work for Satan, and little do they know Satan works for the Most High. But nevertheless, reading on, it says some people believe civilization will end, which is not. But life, as we know, will change drastically, because if you go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and what is that? Um, Daniel chapter 7 and verse 14, it says, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom which shall not be destroyed. So Yahawashi is going to be given a kingdom is going to be here forever. And actually, if you jump to verse 18, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So again, you know, because there's a doctrine out there that teaches things like the earth being destroyed with a meteor and stuff like that. There people actually think that there's going to come a point in time in history the earth is going to be destroyed. Well, we just read that Yahweh Shai is going to be given the kingdom, and under his rulership, you're going to have the saints, beginning with the elect, rule that kingdom forever, even ever, forever, forever, even forever and ever. So this is a kingdom that's never going to be destroyed. So Again, there will be a civilization here always, but again, the way that the rulership, which is what you see now going on now, you see Esau's kingdom is coming down, and the nation of Israel is coming up. Um, as you one of the clearest signs of us being in the end is the nation of Israel waking up and coming back to their power. And Esau, they see these things. They see their kingdom coming down, and that's why you see things happening left and right. Prophecies are being fulfilled constantly, and going back to this whole coronavirus thing again, this is a perfect pretext for them to really start pushing their agenda, their one world order. So I expect them to start really implementing this chip soon. Um, see if there's anything else. I don't believe that we'll just be going around with chips soon. Yeah. So again, that chip, it's going to be presented a way where it's more convenient for everybody. Um, Esau with his witchcraft and wisdom on the left hand side. I won't be surprised if you take that chip, and it's able to heal certain diseases and things along that nature. But reading on, and a further twist, the two-time Grand Slam winner even suggested there were shady forces at work that may be behind recent works. Yeah, so um, you know, again, they're about to shut this internet down because these top banking families, they're being exposed. Um, it's been a mystery for a long time who the wicked of the Bible, or the wicked of the Bible is, who Esau of the Bible is. Um, because the Esau, they're known for changing their name. They're known for changing their identity throughout time. Um, but these Edomites, they turn to to demonic forces. Um, they they pretty much they worship Satan. Okay, so going to Ephesians, Ephesians chapter 5 and verse or 6, I think. Yeah, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So um this is the type of fight we're up against. Um, because Esau, like I said, they worship the spiritual demon Satan. So with that, it's going to come, some type of demonic power. Because ultimately, again, Esau, they want to portray themselves as the Most High. They want to portray themselves as the God on earth. If you go to the book of what is that? Second Thessalonians chapter 2. Yeah, it says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." So again, you know, with this chip, Esau, they basically they want to control everything. Here it is. If you go real quick, I'm gonna jump back to that, but Proverbs chapter, what is that? 13. Oh, I think it's 15. Let me try that first. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 3. It says, the eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So ultimately, Esau, want to um um they want to be in that position of knowing everything, like the Most High. It tells you that in Sirach that the eyes of Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, meaning the Lord knows everything. He sees everything. He knows your thoughts. He knows your thoughts before you even think, before they even come to your mind. The Most High, He knows everything. There's nothing you can get over with the Most High. And Esau, they want to portray themselves as the Most High. They want to be able to. That's why you have cameras, everywhere. Damn nearly every corner there's a camera in your face. They're able to tap your phones and listen to your conversations. They're able to tap your TVs, and they're able to do all these things through their technology. Which again, it goes back to um, the power that is given to them on the left hand side from the spiritual demon Satan. This is who they consult with. They consult with Satan. So going back to this article, it says shady forces that may be behind recent events. They put the whole world in lockdown at home, so everything works, said Safin. It's also come out that I don't know if this is true or not, but it's being said that they're pretty much quarantining everybody and trying to keep everybody inside so they can put these 5G towers up and things like that. Again, I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean it would make sense. But because again, they're setting the stage for them to push this chip, because ultimately that's what it's all about. Again, that chip, they're gonna be able to track your every movement. If they Aaron Russo did a interview with Alex Jones a couple of years ago, and they talked about how in that chip, if you owe the IRS money, they don't have to call you or send you any mail or anything. They can just take it out of your chip, and if you buck up and rebel against it, they can just turn your chip off. So now you have nothing. So this is what they're trying to get to this point where they control everything. And that chip is a way of signifying ownership of a slave. So they pretty much they if you take that chip, you're pretty much pledging your allegiance to Esau. And that's why it's important for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians not to take that chip, because we serve YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. That's our power. But again, we just read that Esau, he wants to exalt himself as that high power, as the most high power. So that's pretty much the goal of them implementing this chip. With that, they're going to be able to pretty much control everything. They talk about that chip is going to it has technology to connect to the neural links. They talk about things like mind control and things like that. So with this chip, it's a lot deeper than just taking the chip and them being able to you being able to buy and sell. It goes a whole lot deeper than that. But I don't want to digress. Reading on, it says, I think there are guys even bigger than world leaders who are the real masters of money. The masters of the world. They can turn things around easily. Yeah, and that goes back to the elite banking family. They consult with wisdom on the left hand side, and that's how they're going to be able to push this technology. Going to, what is that? Ezekiel chapter. Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 2. It says, I'll start at verse 1. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith Yahweh thy power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, And thou hast said, I am God. I am the Most High. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of seas, yet thou art a man, and not yet the Most High. Thou that set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. So again, it all goes back to Esau, and pretty much Esau is pretty much the prince of Tyrus. Um, Pretty much Esau he has that spirit of Cain on him, pretty much. Um, but basically, through the spirit, it's talking about Esau, and this is just showing you how Esau has a mindset of exalting himself as the Most High, and this is pretty much what this whole technology behind that RFID chip. Again, they're going to be able to track everything. If you owe them money, they can just take it from you. It's complete control. Okay, so see if there's anything else I want in that article. It says, call it a shadow government, call it whatever you like. I think we don't even know they exist. Well, again, they've been a mystery for a long time, but again, through the prophets of the Lord, and specifically the men of Greatmillstone, they've been exposed. Going back to First Thessalonians or Second Thessalonians 2, it says, remember ye not, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 5, remember ye not when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of the iniquity doeth already work. Only he who no letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So again, it's been a long time. It's been a long mystery for a good while. Who these people are. And again, it says whom YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's going into the prophets and the men of the Lord. They've been exposing these devils. So and this is why you see things happening more quickly, because again, Esau, they're continually being exposed, and now it's time for them to act. They see because they watch the videos, specifically the Greatmillstone videos. They watch those videos. They see what's going on. And again, it's causing them through the spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to move, to act quickly. So going back to this article, that's why you see things happening quickly. Things is picking up. So reading on, it says, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are well-known names, but someone else is behind them. Ultimately, it's YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. If you can go to what is that? Hebrews 13:4. No, Hebrews 13:4. It's got to be 4 and 13. Yeah, it says, neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. So again, Esau's trying to get to this point where they know everything, all your dirty secrets. They're trying to get to this point. They know everything. Um, um, that's not what I was looking for though. Try Colossians 2 and 10. Yeah, it says, here it is. Colossians 2 and chapter 2 and verse 10, it says, and ye are complete in him, which is the head of all principality and power. So ultimately, again, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is behind, he's behind the rulers of darkness, these these principalities, these demonic forces that are working in the dark. Ultimately, Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi he's in control. So, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers are well-known names, but someone else is behind them. Yeah, ultimately, it's the will of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Ultimately, he's the one that's in control. So, see what this says. Colossians chapter 1 verse. Psalms. And that's why, prayer, it's important, because we can get caught up in these things. And this, these are the things that, King David, he prayed to, not be caught up in what the works of these demonic forces that are working in the dark. So, what is it? Psalms 64. Psalm 64, and I'll start at verse 2. I'll start at verse 1. Hear my voice, O YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. And if you go to the book of Psalms 83, it gives you a list of all the enemies of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, and the top of that list is Esau. But reading on, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So again, these devils, because Esau is of the physical manifestation of Satan. So, but these devils, man, they take all type of counsel. They work all type of iniquity behind closed doors. So it's important to pray that we don't succumb to these things, because these devils, man, they do all type of child sacrifice, and this is. And that's just what we know of. Only Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi knows what in detail what's really going on. But there's things that the men of the Lord, there's certain things that comes to light. But there's certain things we have no idea of, and that's why it's important to pray that this type of evil doesn't come near us. If you go to the book of Isaiah 51 or 59, let's try 51. No, it's Isaiah 59. Yeah, it says, behold, Yahweh's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear, but your iniquity is separated between you and your power, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. That's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. But yeah, man, because these devils, man, they're cooking up this whole coronavirus, man. It's just a smoke screen. This thing, again, it's the pretext to them implementing this chip. So again, because that's why they're about to shut this internet down, man, because this information is coming out. And again, now that they're pretty much trying to say anyone that looks, pretty much anyone who does research for themselves is conspiracy theorists, and pretty much you're crazy and nonsense like that. But nevertheless, the mark of the beast is not coming; it's already here. And it is that RFID chip. Um, so um, again, it's going to take faith for you not to take it. So pretty much that's pretty much it. I just came across this article. See if there's anything else. Saffron is not the only sporting conspiracy theorist to have emerged during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has led to almost 2 million infections and around 120,000 deaths. Which again, they're known for cooking the books. So the numbers could be these numbers could be completely off, but nevertheless, it says in a recent video, British former world boxing champion Amir Khan aired idea that the installation of 5G networks could be the real reason behind the COVID-19 outbreak, which is, um, like I said, this more people are being affected by those 5G towers. That's the real issue. Trump, they're signing legislations, basically protecting those 5G towers. So because the radiation that's coming off those things, that's what's really causing people to drop dead and really get sick. Not to say that COVID-19 isn't a real thing, but again, it's all a smoke screen. So see if there's anything else. Yeah, they're trying to say, they're basically trying to say everything that's coming out, it's all fake news. But you know, we we know what's up. I want to end it off with this. I think it's 2 Corinthians 2:11. Try that one. 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So yeah, again, we know what's going on. Through the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, beginning with the apostle Tahar and on down. They bring these things out. But again, we know what's going on. So um, just came across this article. Um, I think that was it, pretty much. I don't want to ramble too much. Yeah, that was it. So, Lord's will, this was edifying, and until the next time, I say shalom.